Hey guys, welcome to another Turtle Corner. This is going to be a year-end, not so much review, but a top 5. I know a lot of people do top 10s, even top 15s. I'm doing top 5 because I jumped into this about halfway through the year. So I don't have probably a lot of stuff that came out. Even in the last few weeks, I've been venturing out into other franchises, been thinking about maybe doing some Marvel stuff, maybe even DC, but for now we're going to keep it right here in the Turtle universe. So with that being said, I'm going to do my top 5. This is just kind of a new guy's opinion on just the toys I've experienced this year. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I might have missed out at the beginning, like in January, basically through June, I got lucky and was able to pick up, basically in the last few months. And I've been really excited about a lot of the stuff I've been able to pick up. So with all that being said, this is going to be my top 5 for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys of 2024. As coming in at number 5 on my top 5 for this year are the Mondo soft vinyl Ninja Turtles. This was so hard to condense to 5 because the more I started looking at my collection, the more I was like, man, I really loved those Stump Turtles. I think they were really, really underrated. Obviously the NECA Rat King is something that I've been messing with all year, love posing him. Mondo Gecko was awesome. That Slash Ultimate that came out was so cool. And I really do feel like they deserve a spot, and at the very least a top 10. Unfortunately, I have slowed down a little bit on the videos, haven't had a whole lot of time recently, but I'm gonna try and catch up. Anyways, this is my top 5. I just love these guys so much. The paint's amazing. If you've seen my other videos, you've seen I've been writing so hard for these figures. Something that kind of harped on with the other ones, or that I harped on, is just how much people were so negative. I feel like the majority of people liked them. I feel I'm seeing people starting to come around on these more and more. I think the more people display them, the more people pose them, even though there is limited articulation in posing, you're really starting to see what you get with these guys. Of course, the sculpts are amazing. The paint is amazing. I think, if you just want something that looks great on the shelf, something to display, these are perfect. These look so cool. These are eye-grabbing, they're attention-getting. They are beautiful figures that are painted incredibly well with some great details, great little additions like Leo's scar, Mikey's expression, just getting that angry face so well, and just this classic action figure look. This is so cool. So these definitely deserve to be higher, but the only thing that kind of knocked them down for me, of course, is that articulation. Of course, understanding that it's soft vinyl, Sofubi adjacent, if you would. So yeah, number 5, we got the Sofubi Mondo vinyl. All right, coming in at number 4, we have Rage Toys Summer, or as people online have been calling him, Not Michelangelo. The reason I set up the other boys is because I feel like you should see all of these guys together. They look amazing. Now, this is a third-party company. This is Rage Toys. Honestly, the more I collect, the more I find myself enjoying these interpretations from these third-party companies, and so many times I feel like these figures are so much better than, I guess, what we would consider a first-party company. If you know the distinction between first, second, third party, leave me a comment. Maybe you let me know what I'm missing, because nothing about this figure feels fake, feels low quality. The articulation has been great. The accessories are great. The only real drawback, of course, is that the regular sculpts they come with, as far as the heads go, are for the samurai, kind of side story they have going on. I'm assuming to get around, copyright issues, etc. However, with that being said, the accessory packs are not that much more. The extra heads are definitely worth it. These figures have been so good. The paint has been great. Once again, these are super fun to pose. I swear these are probably one of the ones that I walk by the most and I stare at, and then I go, you know what, let me change things around a little bit. And it's just incredibly satisfying seeing these guys on the shelf. So if you have been thinking about doing third party, if you've been thinking about getting something from overseas, I definitely suggest these guys. They are amazing. So coming in at number 4, it's the Rage Toys, not Ninja Turtles and not Michelangelo. All right, we are about halfway through here and we got number 3. These are the Joy Toy Ninja Turtle line. I have a few foot soldiers. I actually just got Bebop and Rocksteady. I might unbox them, might review them, not quite sure yet. This channel's been a lot of fun, been enjoying it a lot. I am just trying to do stuff that's genuinely fun to do instead of like, getting something I really want and then going, oh man, I have to make a video. The whole thing that kickstarted it was that Mezco Casey Jones. I was just so excited to get it. I wanted to share it. This top 5 kind of feels the same way. I was just excited about this year. I was excited about all this stuff that had come out, and I feel really lucky I jumped in, I think, like at a really fun time. With that being said, Joy Toy seems to be the line I am all in on. The line that I have gotten everything they have put out, if not already in my possession, which I have so far, but I have pre-ordered Splinter in April. I think they look awesome. I hope they put out a Casey Jones. Like, we need a Casey Jones. Like, at this point, you need one, But with all of that out of the way, these figures are literally so cool. Once again, the only thing I hear that people don't like is the size, and 1/18 scale is small. So if you're not a fan of smaller action figures, like the classic G.I. Joe line or even like the classic Star Wars line, that's totally fine. It's not for everybody, but I can confidently say it is definitely for me. It is so impressive. Just the details, even the accessories you get with this line. I mean, they pack so many details, so much power into such tiny figures. I really can't wait to see what else they come out with next. Long shot, would love a party wagon at this size. I'm running out of room. I don't even know where I would put that. Like, I'm already looking online at 1/18 scale like Jeeps to kind of like mess with, give them like a little vehicle. I don't know why I feel like I need one. The party wagons are just so cool. The vans, whatever you want to call them, they just seem like to be a fun accessory. But with that being said, here we have number 3, the Joy Toy Ninja Turtles. And here we have it. For the number 2 spot, we have the Mezco Casey Jones. This figure is another one of those that I was surprised there was so much back and forth, you know what I mean? And I feel like, of course, for the very serious collectors, for the very objective collector, there was a lot of valid points. Me personally, I actually am not a huge soft goods guy. Don't say I really enjoy it. I think Mezco is a great company. Some of the stuff that's turned me off about some of the figures is just, I don't know, I don't want a Spider-Man with soft goods. Sometimes you can't really pull off the best effect with those, and so I don't know, I just feel like they end up looking kind of cheap. But with that being said, Mezco absolutely killed it with this Casey Jones. This is probably one of the better figures that has come out this year in general. I don't even just mean Ninja Turtles, I mean just action figures across the board. I mean, the details are amazing. Once again, not a huge soft goods fan, but I think they knocked it out of the ballpark with this one. Articulating him, super easy. Getting him into different poses is super easy. All of the weapons, all the accessories fit super well. And just like classic Mezco, you get a ton of accessories. Once again, not breaking down every single thing, that would take forever. However, you can find a lot of great reviews on him online. You can get a view of all the things he comes with, and it is a lot of awesome stuff. So coming in at number 2 is the Mezco Casey Jones. And here we have at number 1, to I'm sure nobody's surprise, is the Mezco Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This has been probably my favorite thing I've purchased this entire year. I feel like if I had to get rid of every 2024 figure and only keep one set, this 100% is the set that I would be keeping. Really nothing new I could introduce to you that you haven't already seen from other videos. The only thing I can really add is my 2 cents, which is I think this is the best version of the Ninja Turtles we've had in the last few years. Which probably sounds silly because I've only been collecting for the last few months, but with all the research, with all the things I've gotten that, came out years ago, even some cool Mondo figures that I got from, 2016, I still think that, there was a kind of a long drought between getting, more Mirage accurate Ninja Turtles. Of course, NECA has their 2008 series that is no longer available other than the bootlegs. Same thing with Mondo. They have the 1/6 scale, which are pretty big boys. 1/6 for some reason I thought was going to be smaller, but clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. So these are the 1/12 series, which these seem to be a little more action figure standard. These, again, just the paint is amazing. The accessories they come with are so cool. These figures just are absolutely top notch everywhere, from the paint job to the sculpting. Even the soft goods on these guys are incredible. It's like fake leather, little plastically leather that they put on there, and it fits so great. Their elbow pads, their knee pads, any of those extras are also soft goods. If not soft goods, at least a different plastic. They almost feel like leather. It feels like something they would actually have. So that was my top 5. Of course, feel free to leave your top 5 in the comments. Agree, disagree, it is all good. I like hearing people's opinions. I like knowing what people enjoyed this year. Of course, so many franchises, there's so many brands doing so many things. It was incredibly hard to pick my top 5. So with that being said, these were my favorite ones.